Hello friends, it's Unicorn Princess here, and we're doing a weird birthday Christmas mix thing because this is a video I planned to do for my birthday since I couldn't do a thing, but also Christmas because it's Christmas. But is it? Is it though? Anyway, I asked you guys on Instagram and on my Facebook page and stuff your assumptions about me. So I'm not going to read these in any particular order, just in the order which they come up on my phone. Let's start looking at your assumptions. Okay, Totally Not Angel says, you were one of the weird kids at school. Also, hope you have an above average Christmas. Thanks, Totally Not Angel. I also hope you have an above average Christmas. One of the weird kids. Yes, I was part of the alternative crew in high school, and it was very small. My high school was kind of small, had like maybe just over 900 students. There's a very small pocket of like goth kids and punks and skaters and nerds and things, and I was part of that group. So yeah, you could say I was one of the weird kids. Abby Lou says you were very girly as a child. As a little kid, not really. I was a grubby kid. I like to grub around in the mud and play with snails, and I really didn't get dressed up and super girly or anything. And then when I became a teenager, I did everything I could to fight my girly nature because for some reason I perceived super girliness to be like weak and I was already really small and very like slight of frame, and I was bullied a lot in school, so I already felt very weak, so I totally avoided girliness to help myself feel stronger. And then when I got older I realized that girliness had nothing to do with weakness at all. So no, I wasn't girly particularly as a child, and I wasn't girly as a teen either. It wasn't until much later in life that I embraced my girly side. And thank God I did, right? Sprinkles666 says, I've noticed you always wear a 7-pointed star. Do you practice the fairy faith? Very observant. I do. I almost always wear a 7-pointed star, and it is normally related to the fae and fairy faith and stuff like that. I don't follow the fairy faith as such, but I'm pagan, so the 7-pointed star in pagan means a whole bunch of things. 7 is like an important number. It's got all of the elements, days of the week, cycles, planets that we were aware of at the time. Also, there were only 7, so 7 has a big significance within paganism. So I wear it because I'm I don't know what you would call it, an active pagan, a practicing pagan. Let's say I'm a science person. I like to have facts and information, especially when it's like verified by specialists in the field, etc, etc. But I also leave space open for possibilities. So what I'm saying is I am open to the possibility of things like fairies and ghosts and life after death. I don't know the answers. I'm a philosopher. I'm here to speculate those things. So no, not quite a follower of the fairy faith. I'm a pagan, but I hold some space for fae, let's say. Kissage02 says you prefer cereal over toast. That's interesting. I actually don't tend to do cereal or toast for breakfast. I like waffles and pancakes, or fruit, or if I'm trying to be healthy, which I am at the minute, it's like protein smoothies with bananas and strawberries and stuff inside. So neither cereal nor toast. Sorry. FrostyToast says you are LGBTQIA+. That's a mouthful. Yeah, I guess I am airing my sexuality over the internet, I suppose. Yeah, I'm bisexual. I like men and women. I'm also polyamorous. which no, does not mean I just like to have sex with everybody. Not it at all. I have an awful lot of love and can feel romantically attached to and involved with more than one person at a time. However, I am in a monogamous relationship and I am happy in a monogamous relationship, and I would not tamper with it because I am happy with it. So yeah, I am LGBTQIA+. God, that's getting long. Bright Eyes Hope, hello! Bright Eyes Hope is one of my patrons. Hi Bright Eyes. Says, you are really empathetic. Oh, yes, I am. Spectacularly empathetic. Actually, you guys know, I've mentioned it before, I saw therapists for many, many years. I had a turbulent life. Therapy, recommended. And my therapist at the time told me that empathy is like a scale, right? Like everything that exists, it's on a scale. And most people sit somewhere in the middle. On one extreme end, you have like empathy deficiency problems, things like sociopaths, psychopaths, and other varieties of things where you have a lack of empathy and find it difficult to connect with people because of your lack of empathy. And then at the far other end, there's like hyper empathy, which is the opposite of that. It is let's say an over empathy. Yeah, so I'm over, like, hyper empathetic. I'll put some links for you guys to read because it's a little bit hard to explain. It can be really hard for me to connect with people because people don't or can't empathize with things the way that I empathize with things, because, like, for example, it doesn't really matter how awful or bad something someone has done. I will be able to empathize with the person who did those things based on knowledge of their life or their thinking or whatever, which is very difficult for other people. It's also very difficult often for me to separate my feelings from somebody else's feelings, and then I just interpret the feelings around me as my own. I'll get on a bus sometimes and be near angry people or upset people and get off the bus furious and not know why, and it's just because I've picked up on this stuff around me and my brain hasn't separated it as a separate thing, and I've just become. Have you guys seen, you know, the Marvel Avengers movies? I love them, they're great. You know Mantis, she's an empath. She touches people and she feels what they feel. That, essentially. But I don't actually have to touch people. I just get it. So the short answer is yes. I'm sorry that went on a bit. Little Pastel L says, you used to be emo. No, I never had an emo phase. I was a goth. I was a goth in high school, all the way through high school, and through much of my early 20s, I was just 100% goth. And then I got older and I got into other things, but goth is still a big part of my life as well, especially if I'm getting dressed up to go out. It's all about the goth. So, no, sadly, never an emo phase. By the Sea Lolita says, you like curry, but you don't like it spicy. True. I like the tiniest amount of spice, but I don't like not being able to taste it. And I feel like if it's too hot, it just doesn't taste like anything. It's just hot for the sake of hot. So like, katsu curry is great. It tastes like curry and it's tasty and it's a tiny bit spicy, but like not too much. Cinnamon Tea says, your favorite Sanrio character is Wish Me Mel. Yes, you are right. My favorite Sanrio character is Wish Me Mel. And the Little Twin Stars unicorn, they're like a tie. Because the Little Twin Stars unicorn isn't a character by himself. He's like a side character. So yeah, I'd say Wish Me Mel, Little Twin Stars. They're like about even. Ponyo LaFay says, I assume that you are a fan of D&D or Pathfinder fantasy roleplay games. Kind of. I prefer watching other people play, but we do have a D&D group, and my friends and I meet up at my house and we play D&D, or we did pre-pandemic, and we shall when we're allowed to hang out again. D&D for sure. And other fantasy things, I enjoy watching other people and kind of being a backseat gamer. Suki Lamay says, my assumption is that you love Japan because of Lolita. Happy early birthday. My favorite Lolita. Thank you, that's so cute. No, I love Japan because when I was young, my uncle was really into Japan and China, so he showed me a lot of stuff and I was really interested in it. And then I discovered anime and became a weeb, and that made me interested in Japan, and I discovered Lolita by accident. So not because I love Lolita, just because I've been into Japan for a long time. Japan the country, Japan the culture. Yeah. And then I think one more, and this is the last one. Abby Hall says that you're just a bit bonkers, but are in fact in denial about it. and then she's like, seriously though, you're not bonkers, just out there loud and darn proud of who you are, and I appreciate that with people. Too much stiffness in the world, too many saying, oh, you can't do this or that. Stick it right up 'em, I say. Rock on, babe. Great. Do I believe that I'm bonkers? I want to say yes. I do believe that I'm bonkers, but I also don't believe that that's a bad thing. When I was a little younger, I would get really excited meeting new people, and I don't know, I had such a hard time in high school making friends and meeting people that when I got a bit older, I was just like, oh my god, new people. And I would just explode with excitement, and I found that I was too much for people. I was too much excitement. I was too happy to see them. So as I've gotten older, I've learned to temper it a bit, so I don't quite explode when I meet people anymore. Anyway guys, I think that was it for this video. I'm sorry if it lasted way longer than I intended it to, but these were some assumptions about me. They were not the assumptions that I thought I would get, but I'm pretty happy they were good. If you guys would like to see another one of these and send me your own assumptions, please just chuck them in the comments. I will happily do another one. Before I finish up, I just want to tell you, my videos have been a little patchy lately, and that's because I've decided that I don't want to make videos on a strict schedule if I don't believe they're going to be good. I only want to do videos when I have all of the creative energy, all of the good ideas, and I know I'm going to produce like good work. I'm not just going to do it for the sake of consistency. I want to have good content. So if there isn't a video one week or another, it's either because I wasn't well, or I wasn't feeling it, or my brain wasn't in it, and if I'd made something, it would have been meh. So I don't want to make things that are meh. I want to make things that are great. So with that in mind, look forward to a birthday video of some sorts, like an actual birthday video. We are allowed to see each other in Dundee around Christmas time, kind of 23rd-ish. So I might have a miniature little meeting then and do a kind of a party. So look forward to a birthday party video that will come later on. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz. Check the links below for Patreon, Instagram, all of the social media things. And a huge thank you to my heart tier patrons, Fluffy Kawaii Joe, Fabi Dabby Doo, Crystal, Jamaica, Aziza, and Bright Eyes. Hope you guys are awesome. And yeah, I hope I'll see you again next time. Love.